She says if you mess up, just turn it into a doodle because anything you do is beautiful.
I love that. That's Ryan Michaels. He's talking about his Springdale Elementary art teacher, Quan Hong. She's gotten recognition in the classroom, locally, and even statewide for being a leader.
Absolutely amazing. She was recently named Springdale Elementary's Teacher of the Year. She also made Georgia Trend Magazine's 40 Under 40 list, and last week was featured in Macon Magazine's 5 Under 40 list.
Taylor Hicks joins us live from Springdale Elementary on Northside Drive to tell us all about Mrs. Hong. Good morning, Taylor.
Caitlin, after speaking with the school's principal, her students, and Quan Hong herself, or as her students call her, Mrs. Q, I can definitely see why she was named a leader. But she's not just a leader inside of the classroom, she's one outside as well. Everybody meet Mrs. Q.
And blue is? Purple. What's the fancy word?
Violet. Quan Hong says dropping chemistry class is how she discovered her passion for art.
Because I was constantly doodling, and numbers and formulas just wasn't my thing at that point.
Hong's chemistry teacher encouraged her to switch to an art class, and she did.
It's been art for me ever since.
That one class changed her life and helped her discover that she would like to teach what she loves to children. For 16 years, Hong has been an art teacher, and she hasn't looked back.
This is me. This is art is what I live for, and there's art everywhere around you. In our culture, in our society, in our television shows, in our books.
Hong says one of her favorite parts of teaching is
getting their hands into it. I'm a very visual learner, and most of the students that I've encountered are visual by nature, and they learn better when they can actually get their hands inside.
Hong says she had to reinvent the ways that she taught because of the pandemic.
How do you go back to teaching behind the screen when you don't have supplies? How do you keep and how do you maintain safety versus art?
She says not being able to see her students motivated her to find other ways to teach.
I did a Facebook page, and then I started my own YouTube channel, and then just trying to reach out to my students that normally would not have access to it. You know, we had some students that will not be able to log in. We had connection issues, but they can access those lessons when they could.
Hong also held socially distanced art classes outside for students that she was unable to see. Outside of school, she says she's working to create more opportunities for students through her involvement with Triangle Arts Macon, 567 Center for Renewal, the Museum of Arts and Sciences, and Startup Studios.
I want my students to be independent and to know that with the critical thinking skills that I've given them in my class, that it doesn't matter how fast the door revolves or how slow, that they can make it on their own, and they could be their own leader and then leaders for other people.
Mrs. Q says that all of these recognitions are just a step in the right direction, and she's going to continue to use them to help her students be the best that they can be. Reporting live in Macon, I'm Taylor Hicks, 13 WMAZ News.
That's absolutely awesome, Taylor, and that's great that she's instilling that, Caitlin, in those children at such a young age.
Exactly, and I love when teachers do things to help students grow, not just in the classroom, but in life too. It's always good to see.
Giving them those life skills that they need. So if you want a free art lesson from Mrs. Q, you can find the link to our YouTube channel on this story. That's going to be on our website at 13WMAZ.com.
And don't go just yet. We'll post it a little bit later this morning if you want to go get your art lesson today.